Yes, welcome back to a brand new episode of SPUD. I'm Maniacal Mac. As you can see on the corners of the screens before you can get started, it's a Brian Thompson episode, so of course it's brought to you by the Brian Thompson Appreciation Society.
It's not a cult. I'm telling you, it's not.
Okay, so today's episode we're going for, quite a fucking mouthful this one here, NCIS, which is Naval Criminal Investigative Scene, Season 1, Episode 17, The Truth is Out There. Brian's, I think he plays like a detective in here. I've heard of this show, nothing I've personally watched myself. I did cover like another NCIS thing that he was in, so I think he might play the same detective, just crossing, you know, from different shows maybe, I'm guessing, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, I doubt he's going to be in here much, you know. But if Brian's in it for a second, it's a Brian special. So with that said, what have you got to say, Brian?
Don't fuck it up.
What the fuck? That was a strange cut.
What?
But there was someone in the fucking ceiling. Okay. There you go, guest star on Brian Thompson's the first one. Fucking fantastic job.
Respect.
Have you ever been in a men's room before?
No. Have you?
Is that the humour we're going with on this one?
Pathetic.
So the officer, this guy who's dead who fell out of a fucking roof, was in a car park, drunk, I think. Someone knocked him over, put him into some fucking side hole in the building, and then got him on top of the toilets and the roof where he broke through. But then he dressed him and everything afterwards, okay? I love this, he's like a school kid, so he's not even in like college, so he's like fucking, I don't know. What age range would this be? About 16, let's say he's supposed to be? And he's like a fucking raves and that. Oh, she's saying that, yeah, that wasn't abnormal, I guess. Like, you know, this kid knows his shit, respect him. Ah, look at that, they're like bragging about this in this day and age with one of them.
Pathetic.
How old are you?
18?
18? Come on.
17.
17, there we go, fair enough.
2 months.
So he is 16, he's 17 in 2 months, fair enough. Ah, he's talking about his business plan and all that. It's like he's 16-year-old.
Sure that all cash is accounted for.
Ah,
Deal with your hair.
he cares about his hair? That's a good question though, what the fuck is going on there, like?
Kind of illegal for me to be in a nightclub.
Yeah. Fair play, and saying to the end, CIS, like, oh yeah, what I'm doing is completely illegal, like, you know what I mean? They're just like, well, we got bigger fish to fry, mate, crack on.
Burning DVDs.
Reminds me, I gotta return Geely. It's a week overdue.
Oh dear.
Pathetic.
Okay, so we found some money in the speakers, okay. Alright, we're 10 minutes in, so where's, you know the rule? Where's Brian? Come on!
Hey! Come on! Come on!
Come on! Hey, here he is, talking to Devil.
This about Petty Officer Gordon?
Oh, Brian knows.
Keep your eyes open. These guys drive like they're in Indianapolis.
Ah,
He's one of the best. He was a bit of a practical joker.
he's a joker, that's why he's Brian's friend, like.
Get him to talk about his dick.
Rubber chicken.
This court has found $40,000 in cash.
Look, he's like, 40,000?
That kind of money.
Fuck, that was my money.
No chance at all. He wasn't high enough up the food chain to influence who got contracts or what was purchased.
Fair. Brian, the information from Brian's phenomenal.
Yes, sir.
No, you should be saying yes sir to Brian. Oh, fucking better bring Brian back in. That was so essential. Everything you said there is like why this episode's gonna happen now, like. You know, forget everything before, which is why the episode's happening. Forget that.
It's in a subdural hematoma from a skull fracture.
So you got completely fucked up then.
Okay. Maybe he was wearing a latex hood, like bondage gear.
So you're trying to say they use like a gimp? Is that why you're going over them? Because someone saw a gimp and run him over? And then dressed him afterwards? Because they're like, shit, I killed a gimp. I don't want to explain that in court. I prefer to be a normal person if it comes to that. I don't want nothing fucking gimp mentioned here. So that's why he dressed the guy. He's like, no, I'm going to get caught. Just, hell no, I might have my name linked to a gimp. Fuck no. Case solved, case solved.
I'm having a computer program emailed to me that'll recreate the accident based on the injuries. It'll give me a better idea.
She's having a computer program sent to her that'll like reenact it. Well, a whole program for that. Wouldn't you have had like that software there? If anything, you mean to have the file sent to you, like not the whole program, right? Because you've got to learn the fucking program and shit, how to use it. That's going to take you a fucking day or two, minimum.
It's facts! It's facts! It's not facts. These facts are not facts.
The description was basically, she's super hot, so doesn't narrow it down much.
I love that. They're like, how do you narrow down the woman? They've all given us the description of super hot. It don't narrow it down much, which, you know, fair, there's a lot of hot women out there, like, you know what I mean? But surely they give you a bit more details, like, you know, blonde hair, you know, blue eyes, slim, none of that, no, didn't, just hot. Okay.
You own a hair salon and you're bald?
I'm not bald.
Taller than your hair.
I shaved my head.
Ah. I thought you were bald. I'm not bald. I shave my hair, all that shit, like, you know what I mean?
That's right.
Come on, dude. Just you're technically bald, even if you shave your head. At the moment, you're bald, right?
A waste of time. I mean, there were over 500 people. Hey, I remember him.
Nah, it's like, it's a waste of time. There's over 500 people. Oh, I remember him. Oh, so she's learned the... Ah, look at this program. Looks like it's a little game. She's just like fucking... I beat my high score, you know? The guy's come in, it's like... So, that's the car. It's like, no, just play my fucking high score game. I'm done fuck all with that, yeah. You know, still learning the program, Look at this. There you go, that Bartek's Corp that they were going up for. That's where the guy is. It's all rounded up, alright. It's Brian! Oh shit!
Agent Gibbs, what are you doing here?
See Brian and like...
You can talk to me now.
So is Brian the one running over Gimps by any chance?
Not quite.
Bartex is one of our vendors. They've offered me a position with their company, and I'm seriously considering taking it.
Oh shit!
Pop the hood of your car.
Why?
Why?
Because I asked.
Yo, Brian's got shit to do. Stop wasting his time. You're not going to apologise to Brian? No? Dickheads.
We are not going to lose again.
I think I read up on the thing. It was something about she's always like, she says, oh, I always fuck up my bets. So Red Sox, I'm going to bet them. So he's laughing. And I think in real life, I don't know if it's like the same season or the following year after, but they actually won for the first time in like 86 years or something like that. So this film manipulated the future somehow. Is Botex some kind of Terminator sister company? Yeah, you know, could be.
They filmed it.
They filmed it? Guy's making his friends stare at his dead corpse till one of them cracks and emits it or something? Is that the idea? What about all the rest of them who were innocent as fuck who just dragged into that for no reason?
But wait! There's more!
Is this going to turn out that it was all like a prank gone wrong or some bollocks like?
It was just a stupid shot.
Look, it was all a joke.
I want a lawyer. You know, if I was you, Wong, I'd want a lawyer too.
Well, Wong's smart. He actually could say, I want a lawyer, I'm not going to say nothing.
Never put anything on videotape that you don't want to be seen.
Just ask Paris Hilton.
Oh dear. So basically, because he knew they filmed it, he doesn't actually have the footage, so he's bluffing them. He's like, I'm just going to play the tape here, so they all ratting each other out. Oh, here we go, they're going to actually say the fucking story now, here we go. So they hired her to take him into the parking lot. Right. So the guy was dressed up in a suit to scare him as a prank. Like, look how ridiculous he looks. So what, did he panic and run him over, or? So it wasn't really an accident, he pretty much went full force into him. And Brian's parts were literally not relevant. The most important, of course, but as far as this episode goes, not 0% relevant. You know, big up getting Brian involved, but... Okay. Oh, so he was the one cashing inheritance checks, apparently. So he was the one, like, robbing money off people's inheritance and shit. So he is technically a bad guy now, like, alright.
Doing what?
Same thing he does every night.
Tried to take over the world.
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
Okay, so that was NCIS, Naval Criminal Investigative Service, Season 1, Episode 7. The truth is out there. So yeah, Brian is in this, which is cool because he comes into one scene. He's like basically like the boss of like a I think it's like an RAF warehouse thing. So he's military, you know, he's working for the military. But he's like a boss of a warehouse thing there. So that was quite cool because he's very informative. He's like, yo, I know all about these fucking people. I can tell you everything. And they're like, basically get all the information off him alone, like, you know, to carry on the investigation. And then at some point they decide to say, oh yeah, we think it might be him. So they turn against him, track him down, go to find him. He's at this fucking Botex place, whatever the fuck it's called, where they think that was where shady dealings was going on. You know, while the one of them's like, so what are you doing here? The other two are looking at his car and that and being disrespectful. He's like, mate, like, you know, they offered me a job here, like, you know what I mean? So they ruin his fucking day, you know what I mean? And all he's doing is fucking going for like a job interview. Well, not even job interview, they offered him a job. He's just going there to basically accept it and get a better life. And they want to be dicks about it. They don't even say sorry. And that's what you get at Brian in you, unfortunately. Like, you know what I mean? Unfortunate. Very minimum, Brian. Very minimum. The rest of the episode, basically, someone gets run over. And in a car park as a party was going on, they're trying to work out why that happened. Turns out it was a prank. All the RAF recruits went to a party. I was making a joke about a gimp mask, but turns out it's like some fucking crazy fancy dress, latex suit. He just went over there, but then it turns out he did it on purpose because he had problems with the guy anyway, so he knew it was him. He knew he was being pranked, so he used the prank to run over the guy in the end, I guess. But they all rat each other out anyway, so... But I'll be honest with you, it's kind of a pointless episode, really, because it was like, oh, it was a prank gone wrong, but not. But it still was. So, I guess it was a bit of a dud, this one. It was kind of boring, not really the kind of shows him into. Everyone's trying to be quippier now, it's very shit. Brian was fine in there, but he didn't really do much, to be honest with you, like, but, you know, he was fine. The main guy was alright, I think. The guy with grey hair, he was okay. And I think the lady who does the computer stuff, she was fine. But I think the other two then, I weren't too keen on me following them mainly, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, not really sure. I personally like, you know, people like it fine. But to me, it's just a bit, I think it might just be in the episode. Don't for the whole show's like it, but this was a bit boring. A bit like, oh, so it was a prank. All that for a fucking prank, really, was this? So no one actually got murdered. They did, but you know what I mean? It was a bit like that, but... Oh, well. If you've got anything to suggest for me to watch, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, that's all I'm going to really say to that one. Big up Brian Thompson, as always. So, I've been Maniacal Mac. Till next time, peace out.
Maniacal Mac.